So friends, it's the weekend again. I'm back to my favorite spot in Kolar, and today I'm going to talk about motorcycle and meditation as I promised last time. Before that, friends, let's have a look at the world around. Okay, once again you can see some of the bikers have already started coming in. It's about 7:30 in the morning, not too early. And as you can see, there is my Sultan, and wow, who's standing next to Sultan? It's the BMW R18. What a bike! And as usual, it's a beautiful Nazara around you. You have the mountains, you have the whizzing bikes, the cars, you have the lovely landscape all around you, and it's a cloudy morning. And so let's get set go and discuss the topic of the day. Okay, so we are going to talk about motorcycle and meditation. Let's talk about it. So, friends, today I will talk about something which I've been thinking about for quite some time, and it's called meditation and motorcycles. It's a similarity that both the words start with an M, but the similarity actually goes beyond that. And I think meditation and motorcycles are very closely related. And I'll tell you why I came to this conclusion. I'm not a very spiritual person. I mean, I don't really follow a lot of religions or read a lot of religious texts, etc. But I do follow certain spiritual leaders. I like to hear their point of view, their way of looking at the world. It could be Osho, it could be Sadhguru, it could be anything else, anyone else. But I take certain aspects of life, the way they view life from them, from their speakings, from their teachings, and I like to contemplate on them and see that how they make sense in my life or the world that I know of. We all have individual worlds of our own. My life is not similar to anybody else's, and I think we need to kind of look at the individual components of a life, and not in totality. Of course there is a totalitarian view, but nonetheless, need to look at your life, and what makes sense to you and what doesn't make sense to you could be very different from what does to me and what doesn't make sense to me. So for me, motorcycle has been a passion for the last over 2 decades, and I love motorcycles because I love the feel of fresh air in my face. I'm a very nature kind of person. I love nature. I like to see places, and I think more than cars, motorcycle let you feel nature more actually, because they are just for the fact that they are open. But apart from that, there is another fact about motorcycles which makes it so addictive, and I think that is the meditative experience when you're riding a motorcycle. Why it's a meditative experience? Because what is meditation? Meditation is nothing but focusing on just one thing or one aspect, and uh, continuously continuing to focus on it for hours or days or whatever it is. And motorcycle makes you do exactly that, because when you're riding a motorcycle, you have very little margin of error. Remember, it's a vehicle that's running on two wheels, it doesn't have four wheels. So the vehicle inherently doesn't have any stability. So you are the person who is going to give stability to the vehicle and then enjoy it. So you have to be constantly focused on just one thing, how you keep the vehicle stable. And of course there are the risks of riding on Indian road conditions, whereby you never know whether it's a bullock cart, a cow, or a buffalo, or another vehicle, whatever is going to come on your way. Even if you're driving on the open highway, anything can come anytime. So you have to be constantly alert, and your senses have to be constantly on the alert actually, in order to be a good rider. So if you see, what is the difference between an accomplished rider or an experienced rider and an inexperienced rider? One is, of course, the skills of handling the motorcycle. The second thing is about this meditative experience. I think an accomplished rider or a very seasoned rider will probably be better at meditating on a motorcycle than an unseasoned motorcycle rider or a novice rider. What I mean is that there is a psychological aspect to riding motorcycles. So you need to just focus on the road, and at the same time have your senses alert, so that you are aware of the circumstances of the surroundings. In the case of an eventuality, you are able to take a decision in the last second or the split moment whether to apply your brakes or take a left turn or a right turn, or swerve to the right or to the left. I think that's the whole fun or joy about riding motorcycle. You have a fantastic meditative experience because you are just focusing on one thing. It is a ride and the road. There is nothing else between you and the motorcycle and the world outside. Okay, so that's what I think is something relaxes you rather than stresses you. When you're riding a motorcycle, people say that I've come from a long ride, I'm stressed. Yes, physically you are drained out, but let me tell you, it's mentally extremely relaxing. You find that you are recharged. If you have been riding motorcycles and you are a biker, you will understand what I say. You feel that you are extremely relaxed after you have come back from a long ride, although physically you are exhausted. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. There is a connection between motorcycling and meditation. Thank you.